I was sent a screener for The Last Showgirl, the movie that everybody's talking about with Pamela Anderson. That's very kind of like in the times right now because the movie's like The Substance. And I gotta say, it's alright. The Last Showgirl is a movie about an aging Las Vegas showgirl, one of the fun dancers, who has to come to terms with one, her age, but also her show finally closing down. This movie follows her co-dancers, and the team really trying to figure out what happens when you've aged out of your profession. Is there still a place for you? This movie has a surprisingly great cast. Pamela Anderson is in it, and I haven't actually seen any of her other movies. I know I've got a lot, but I haven't gotten around to her yet. I will one day. I'll see some of them. She gave a decent performance in this. I did not really expect much from her, and while her acting isn't the best, her performance felt very genuine. I'll give her credit. Her whole heart was in this one, and I applaud her for that. It shows. The movie also had Jamie Lee Curtis in a smaller role, and she did a great job as always. Brenda Song, that was fun seeing her again. I grew up with her on Disney Channel. That was different seeing her in a movie like this. And Dave Bautista, who I had no idea was in this, and gave the best scene in this movie, which I'll get back to. But also rounding out the cast was Billie Lourd, who was not in a whole lot of it, but every time she was on screen, I felt really bad. Because all I could see was Carrie Fisher. Now, while that's super nice to be able to see, how much she looks like her mom, and I'm sure Carrie Fisher's very proud of her, I felt bad because she should be making this her own thing. And I can't separate them, not yet. I hope she gets a lot more roles. She's a very talented actress, and all I've seen her in so far is standing next to Carrie Fisher in the Star Wars movies. I need to see more with her. I hope she gets more opportunities. She's very talented. She deserves more than just being Carrie Fisher's daughter. Even though that is an amazing accolade right there. Yeah, Princess Leia's my mom. I'm not helping right now to separate the two. One of the things that really stuck out to me was the cinematography of this. Gia Coppola, the director, was really going for a Las Vegas style with the visuals. And for the most part, it works really, really well. It definitely sells the atmosphere. But the problem is it's used too much. Even in smaller scenes that don't deserve it, like just being at home or sitting in the backyard and talking to your friends, it has this Las Vegas glow to it. And it's just distracting. It doesn't feel justified in many of the scenes that it's actually used in. And a lot of these scenes are just filler scenes. People just wandering around, like that hand in the grass scene that every movie has ripped off from Gladiator without really understanding the point of it. There are so many moments of people just looking around one time, fine. 2 times, alright, a little much. 3 times, you're just doing this because you have no idea how to do any other scene transition. And it gets old really fast. And unfortunately, this is the kind of stuff that kills the pacing. When there's obvious filler just to fluff an already very short runtime. Look, if you don't have something to fill an hour and a half, that's fine. Go an hour and 10 minutes. I'm cool with that. Most people are. By far the best scene was a dinner date between Pamela Anderson's character and Dave Bautista's character. It's just 2 people who had a history, realizing now that their careers are ending, they have to start anew somehow, and the answer is right there in front of them. Does it work out? I won't spoil it for you. But these interactions that are kind of awkward, very cute, very wholesome, and very genuine, these are the moments that sell this movie. These are the moments that let you know that this movie is real, that real people do go through this kind of stuff. That these fears are validated, but there's also a light. There's always a time to be able to start again, to get a second chance. And even if that second chance doesn't work out the way you expected, keep going at it. Try again. Keep trying. And if it is your time, it is your time. Go out with your head held high and with a sense of dignity. I don't think this is a movie that's really going to stick with me. It's a movie that I appreciated, but wasn't really crazy about. It's not a movie I would recommend to others unless they were looking for a very specific type of movie about people aging out of their careers. Otherwise, I'm not sure what instances I would have to recommend it. I give this movie 2.5 stars out of 5. It's a fine time. Not really my kind of movie, probably. but I can understand why a lot of people are liking it.